Hey, it's Kyle with Midwest Aftermarket. We are here live in Las Vegas for SEMA 2018. Yeah, up top.
How you doing?
There we go. We're doing great. Hey, it's Kyle with Midwest Aftermarket. We are here at SEMA 2018 in the FabFours booth alongside Greg. What's going on, my friend?
Starting it off strong. So excited to get this thing going, and you'll be the first ones to take the full tour through the booth.
I'm pretty excited about this. Literally, this truck that we are standing next to is so manly. I was 13 years old when I walked in. I went through puberty looking at it.
Nice. Well, you'll notice the red and black everywhere, our colors.
Yeah.
And this we've dubbed the crawler hauler. So it's got the buggy up on top.
I like that, yeah.
And, you see that a lot with razors and things, but to put an actual, there's water in those 42-inch tires, rear engine buggy, portal, crazy toy. And this old girl is just supposed to haul around the country.
Well, talking about hauling her around the country, you wanted to show me a couple of things over here, right?
I do. So last year we debuted our no-lift 40 system, which allows you to fit 40s on a one-ton truck with no lift. We've done it again, so this kit's now been out there for a while. A lot of trucks building them. Great pics of them on social. Well, wheel and tire was the next frontier for us. So it goes with our total transformation theme, where we want to say, this is how a truck should have been. Have that stance, big, wide, brawny, but yet low CG and ready to rock. So with that, debuting our wheel, our 40-inch tire, and then this little secret inside.
Oh, I like the secret.
Dun, dun,
Look at that.
the old hidden wall, and bam. So this is a bunch of firsts. We got to call Guinness in here because we have the world's largest passenger rotor, hat, and caliper. This thing is nasty. So it's a 19-inch rotor with a machined hat, all billet. Thing is just sick looking.
This thing is so sick and nasty, it called my mom easy when I walked by. That's how crazy it is.
I see where we're going with this. So, basically, to build it all out, for me, I'm still about the look and the vision.
It's beautiful.
Utility follows a lot of that, though. In case of this, to a T. So getting that extra diameter in the rotor allows you to have more stopping force as well. But you might ask, Greg, why would it be the world's largest rotor?
Greg, why would it be the world's largest rotor?
Why didn't anybody do this before?
Why didn't anybody do this before?
Because they wouldn't fit in a factory wheel.
Ah.
So when you have a brand that can be an influence in the space and drift people towards the look of the truck that you're designing, it gives us that strength to push this 24-inch wheel, which clears that caliper by about an 1/8 inch. So there is a price to pay. To ante up and run these brakes, you got to start with a 24-inch wheel.
Well, you did there, and it looks very sexy, I might add.
Thank you.
I would take this to prom.
There you go. So the full transformation, Grumper, Vicowl, no lift 40, 40-inch tires, 24-inch wheels, optional rings, and the world's largest braking system. If you're looking for more, I don't know what to tell you. Next year.
I was not looking for more at all. That exceeded my expectations, okay? And this thing is so beautiful. If you want to give me a few minutes alone with it, I'd appreciate it.
All right. You take it away. We all turn our backs.
Okay, good. I'm going to jail. Greg, this looks like if Batman went off-roading.
The whole thing here is fun. That was the mission. So, again, it's a competitive space out there for bumpers. And we catch a lot of flack, right? You get all the keyboard warriors talking.
You're going to have a lot of haters, no doubt.
A lot of haters. And, mall crawler this, yaddy yaddy. I think our next frontier is to redefine what mall crawler is. So I would say it's a person that happens to have a Jeep that just thinks the stuff is cool. What's wrong with that? It's their money. And that's what we're after, right? So it's got all the utility. It's got the clearance. It's high and tight. It's 3/16 where it needs to be. It can hold a winch. But why not also have crazy differentiating style that's going to make people go nuts in the Target parking lot?
Dude, I think this in the Target, but let me tell you something. I have been in a few Target parking lots in my life, and people are going to go crazy. I got to tell you, honest to God, this looks like when you were 13 and you were in high school and you would sketch your favorite car or what you wanted in a Jeep or a truck. I wouldn't be able to sketch this because, my car looks like a first grader, but still, this is pretty awesome.
Well, where it came from is very similar to what you're saying. So the words I used were a bigger canvas. So I'm always drawing bumpers, fenders, all the different products we're going to need. And then it just occurred to me to integrate those two. Then instead of having this small window where the grill and bumper were and the fenders, now all of a sudden it's a 6-foot wide canvas to do whatever I want. And with that, the pictures don't do it justice. Like when you're in person, you can really see through the sides of the fenders and the dimensional depth you've got in this thing. This is one giant weldment. Not an easy part to make.
It's crazy.
Pull together.
That is crazy. Like, this looks like if the band like Kiss made a Jeep. That's what this looks like.
Oh, and by the way, also on 40s with just a small 4-inch lift. So to be able to pull that off, there's a little bit of trimming on the backside of the fender, but our integrated system now allows that tire fitment, this overall stance, and ultimately, again, the transformation.
Have you taken this to a Target parking lot to see what the reaction will be?
We will be. I mean, the folks driving around in this got exactly what they wanted, which is to just put smiles on everybody's face. You're going to have women, children, anybody coming up. What is that? Taking pictures. That's just fun. So,
And fighting crime, too.
So if that's what mall crawling is, I guess we're all about it.
Well, I'm going to go mall crawl right now. Thank you.
There you go.
Greg, we are standing next to a sexy piece of metal. What's going on here?
Well, this is the new JL. So one of the challenges, long awaited, yet a decade with the JK. Everybody's excited for the JL. And in my opinion, it comes out with kind of a wah-wah. It looks the same. So, what do you expect? You go from a Suburban to a new Suburban. It's pretty similar. So there's a couple of key features to it. Most importantly, to identify for a layperson out there, you're going to see those front fender lights. We were one of the first to integrate it, and I will say to this day the best, to pull off this look of really integrating the crazy shape that goes on that JL factory turn into our fender system.
Well, it looks pretty fantastic, too.
Yeah, it keeps the clean lines. And then what we wanted to do is not just take all the JK parts, move the bolt holes an 1/8 inch and call them JL. So we really started blank slate, and a lot of the parts that we're launching you will not be able to get on a JK. Keeps kind of that exclusivity to it to the JL owner, and that front's a perfect example of our re-envision of our old premium lifestyle bumper.
You're talking about the re-envisioning, though. I mean, was that a challenge for you to make something new that also kind of surpassed what you did last time?
A little bit. And kind of knowing that, you don't want to insult those loyal to us that have JKs.
Right.
But at the same time, that's just kind of how it works. We want to be on that front new truck cutting edge. And so it is what it is. If you like these parts, I mean, we did on the other Jeep, you'll see a crazy fender system. And he knew there was going to be a big outcry to push that back onto the JK. But we're not going to do it. So the reality is, just step on over into JL land.
You know what you can do if you insult the people with the JK? You say, JK.
No, we don't want to insult anybody.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Right.
Right. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
But you can say whatever you want.
I could say it, yeah. JK.
Back up a little bit. Yeah. Oh, we're still here. So the tube doors. Last year we debuted these full surrounds, and this is just FabFours 101, where you take a product category that's been around for years and years and years and think of how to reinvent it. Nobody's ever done that. It looks a lot better with the soft top. But as a result of launching our full surround, no rattle tube doors, everyone wanted the half door, so we got that on the other side.
And it looks absolutely beautiful, like I was just saying about that, too. You're talking about the no rattle door. I mean, how many times did you run into that problem before you created this product?
Well, with ours, none, because we knew we were building no rattle from the beginning. Most tube doors, and it's a price point thing, do come with the rattles. They just don't have any of the methods of preloading the door, so you gotta have a bungee cord or wedge a stick in there. We've done it with other ones we owned in the past.
Pencil, some Elmer's glue, some gum.
Nobody wants that.
No, nobody does. MacGyver might.
The difference is, you gotta pay to play and get into this level of tube door, but it's worth it. So we're supplying all the hinges, latches, and the preload so that you get this guy to have no rattle.
Nice. Can I try to, look at that. Good gosh. Look at that. That is old-fashioned American ingenuity right there, my friend.
It's all made in Lancaster, South Carolina.
Really?
100%.
Wow. Well, South Carolina, it's still American to me. It's an import, though, right?
Enough.
Okay. What else we have going on here? Anything else?
The rock sliders, again, just a reinvention. So this time, I've always had a love for rock lights, and we just integrated them into the part. So instead of you having to go and hunt around and pick how you're going to mount them up and keep them safe, we took care of that for you, integrated them right into the belly of the slider.
Was it, now, obviously it had to be fun for you, but was it also a challenge, like I said, to take these pre-existing products, put them on a new model, and to change it enough to where it looks like something new and fresh, but you don't want to completely go away from what's worked for you, right?
Well, we love that challenge. I like designing new parts, and we have a great team. So we have 5 engineers on staff. We ended up buying about 4 JLs just in the element. So
Well, I could take one of those.
and the nice thing about FabFours, we finally have the right resources to just crush parts like this. And in fact, from the minute we started designing parts, we actually batched up 25 new SKUs before we went to market with our JL product.
Really?
Yep.
So you guys are getting it done, making sure it's done right out of the gate. Well, you know, I would really appreciate it, though. I mean, like you said, you have those 4. I mean, you're not going to miss one, right?
Yeah, well, now they've already dispersed across the country. I know where you can get one, though.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Where so?
Any Jeep dealership.
You're hilarious. You know that? Well, Greg, that is going to do it for us. Again, if you'd like to pick up any of this awesome stuff, you can do so at MidwestAftermarket.com. And if you have any questions, pick up the phone and give us a call. Greg, I'm going to be heading to a Target parking lot right now. Thank you, my friend.
I appreciate that. And just remember, you guys have trusted us with your bumpers for a decade. Now it's the full transformation. So we got you. The unlift, the wheel, the tire, and the armor that you know us and trust us for. So check it all out. Thank you.
Transform.